All right, man. I guess we'll do this now.
Okay.
Oh, shite.
We must. we must do this.
Yeah, we must do it. We promised. Sure. We have to do it. There's no getting around it. What is this? So me... Oh, that can go away. We don't need that now. Alrighty then. Okay, everybody. We're going to record a show now. Chat room, I don't even think I see you. Oh, that's because it's not open. Good job, Scott.
That would explain why you can't see them.
Yeah. On the ball. Oh, did you do a clip today for?
I did, and I put it in the Recommendals clip folder.
All right.
Folder.
Is that in the? That's in our covers folder, right?
That is indeed.
Clips.
Yes.
So we got Brian. There it is. Brian's Recommendal 4.8. What is that file? It doesn't have an extension on it.
Oh, really? It's an AAC file. So just add an AAC to the end, and an M4A to the end, and you should be okay.
Yeah, that works.
Make sure you're able to get audio from it, though, just in case.
Switching to another file we're recording. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. I just need to double check a dish.
That's what I'm...
Okay. That sounds fine. Close that. Save. I just need to copy it over to here. Oh. That's weird. Why won't iTunes accept your AAC?
I don't know. Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I don't know why. Hold on. See if it'll do it if it's an MP3. If I change it, if I can fool it. No. Okay, cancel. Here's what we'll do. I will convert it to an AA or to an MP3. How about that? What'd you record that with?
With Sound Studio. Well, I pulled it off of YouTube with that anything to MP3 page.
Oh, gotcha.
And then converted it or saved it in Sound Studio. Is it not happy? Is it not liking it?
Nope, but I can convert it. It's not a problem.
Okay, cool. But you are able to get audio though, right?
Yeah. Brian's pick.
What I am?
All right, it's working.
Good.
Okerdokers, then, smokers. Let's recorder the showers. Let's see. Recording. Okay, here we go. This is it, jackasses. This is the show. This is the one you get. Okay?
May not be the one you want, but it's the one you need.
It's the one you need.
Do we have Nicole and Tom?
Yep.
Good.
Confirmed.
Good.
Nicole says she's feeling much better. She has some new medication, I guess, that's kicking in. It's kicking in, so.
Oh, good.
That is good. All right, well, here we go then. Let's count it down. It begins, ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS, how things can get misunderstood.
3D printer update 2015.
What's up with American Pie?
No Stinger in Avengers 2?
Nope. HBO Now is available now.
TSA made bank on your loose change.
Recommendals.
Tom's Tech Time.
Your emails and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
Clean. I mean really clean. And it holds any set I want.
New beer-enriched shampoo, Body on Tap, gives your hair super body, super hold.
Brewed with 1/3 real beer.
Wow.
But don't drink it. Just shampoo. Whether I roll it, pin it, curl it, or blow it dry. It gives my hair super body, super hold.
And the shine of your life. It's the beer shampoo that does it in 3 bodybuilding formulas.
That's body.
On Tap.
Big wide ball.
The Morning Stream. The Morning Stream. The Morning Stream. The Morning Stream. Morning Stream.
This is the Morning Stream. That's some sweet weed, man.
The Morning Stream. Morning Stream. Morning Stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TMS. This is the Morning Stream for Wednesday, April 8th, 2015. I'm Scott. That's Brian. Hi, Brian.
Well, hello.
Hey, man.
But don't drink it.
Yeah.
You idiot. Don't drink the shampoo just because it's got beer in it, you alcoholic, you.
I remember those days, and I remember hearing those commercials thinking, well, who would drink the shampoo? No one does that.
Somebody really like, oh, the game's on. I don't want to miss it, but we're out of beer. Honey, bring me your beer shampoo.
Are we out of rubbing alcohol? Okay, how about freaking turpentine? No? All right, then.
NyQuil?
Yeah, to the shampoo then. That's just terrible. Who the hell would do that to themselves? Hi, it's us. We're doing it. We got a show. And it's Wednesday. That means Nicole and Tom will be here later, so hang tight for that. That'll be fun. Yay. I think you're going to be surprised about my themed, my movie pick today.
Really?
Yeah. I think I like it when I find something that's definitely about the theme, but not immediately jumps to mind regarding the theme.
Oh, cool.
So that's today's, and I'm excited about it. So.
Yeah, I'm guessing that I'm picking something that I know I've recommended in one form or another at some point, probably on FilmSack, because this is one that I know has come up in conversation on FilmSack, and I can't remember if I've recommended on this show, but anyway,
yeah,
I'm really doing a lot to sell it, aren't I?
Yeah, you really,
yeah,
you got me.
Yeah, really. You guys want to watch this show? Yeah, yeah.
So I come to people today with kind of a dumb story that makes me kind of embarrassed, but I'm going to tell it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I was having kind of a hissy tizzy fit, not yesterday but Monday, because I had gotten a text over the weekend from my web host, who has been wonderful, gracious guy, been great to work with for many years. Right. We have a great arrangement. And it's been good, and I've been very happy. And then he sent me this email that was, and to his credit or to my discredit, he's French Canadian, which means that sometimes some of the English is a little bit off. It's not his fault. It's just usually like some of the meaning might be a little bit different than I expect.
Sure.
So I got this email or this text from him saying, "Hey, we need to chat for a minute." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Ooh, that sounds ominous."
Ooh, the we need to talk email.
Yeah. So I thought, well, okay, what do you want today? He says, well, I'm actually on a subway train, so I'm going to lose connection, so I'll just send you an email tonight. I said, okay. So he sends me this email, and the email said in the very first paragraph, "Hey, I need to get you moved off my servers to your own servers by this weekend, by Sunday." And I read that as, holy shit, I am being kicked off my servers.
Oh, no, he's just basically, okay, I'll let you
finish. You
yeah.
know exactly how this is going to go.
Yes.
But at the time, I have a complete freak out because they have also done, they're doing some pretty exclusive thing for me. They've shifted their business focus, and they're no longer doing like anybody can sign up for web hosting. That's just like a special arrangement with me and a couple other people. So I thought, well, all right, that'll last and that'll be great and whatever. But this email sounded like, oh no, I'm being booted because just like, all these other accounts have been, canceled or moved off. And I thought, oh no, I can't do this by Sunday. Are you kidding me? This is going to be insane. Complete insanity. I have like 7 domains and tons of data and all this stuff I can't control. And I just thought, everyone's going to die, right?
Right.
So I have a total panic attack about it. And I start piping up on Twitter. Hey, you guys, what's your best recommendation these days for a good file host?
I remember we were talking about that on the show here, as a matter of fact.
We did. We brought it up here, and all these ideas were coming in. Oh yeah, you should try this guy. These guys are great, and so in the meantime, my good friend Hoster Man sees this stuff on Twitter and goes, "Oh no, why is he leaving?"
Oh no, what did I do?
He's like, I think I must have made him angry or upset him. So he sends me an email and he says, I think I know what happened. He says, I think I had a poorly written opening paragraph and you thought I was kicking you out. And I said, you're not kicking me out? And he goes, no, I'm not. Everything's fine. We're moving to better hardware and doing some stuff, and I just want to try to do it by the weekend. He says, I can do it all. I just want to make sure that you're aware and that we're working together on it. And I said, oh, shit. It was super. I mean, it's just so like, this can happen, right? Especially over the internet. You get one text, like Brian could send me a text with a typo that says, you suck. But what he really meant to say was, you're great, or something.
Right.
And I would have to go, rub my chin for half an hour trying to figure out what's on Brian's mind. What have I done?
It's like that time that Kim began a sentence with, Scott, I think we need to date. And then you interrupted her and said, fine, I'm packing my stuff. Goodbye.
That's it. I'm only reading your...
and said, our leftovers when we put them in the fridge so we know how old they are.
Yeah, it's kind of what happened, and it's not that the rest of. I mean, he admitted. He says, "Yeah, that was poorly worded because if that initial paragraph sounded like the thing it wasn't to you, it didn't matter what the rest said because it all seemed to support the idea that you were getting hucked."
Well, exactly. Well, plus when you begin with, hey, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
Then it sounds like, oh.
Yeah, and I should have his follow-up text after I said
that with
well, I even said, ooh, that sounds ominous, and he texted back at the time and says, oh, don't worry about me, it's fine, or don't worry about it, it's totally nothing, it's not a bad thing. I should have put emphasis on that rather than paragraph 1 of the ominous email I got. Right. Anyway, long story short, it's all going to be fine. But my gosh, dude.
Jeez, would you relax?
With everything I have going on, this was really going to stack, though. This was going to be like the one piece of Jenga wood that was going to bring the whole tower down. It was just going to be the worst possible scenario if I was literally being booted. But I'm not being booted. Everything's fine. It's not. I'm not being thrown out on the street with my clothes. You know how it goes in the movies with the breakups. Yes. That's how the breakups go, right? Has there ever been a ugly breakup in a movie where the girl didn't throw his clothes and his stuff out the top window of the apartment?
It's always It's always a brownstone in New York, and it's always a second floor.
Yep, and he's always down there in his underwear with his arms out, like he's confused, asking,
looking up,
"What did I do?"
What?
Yeah, it's great. Why is that the tropiest damn trope in the history of tropes? Anyway, so big thanks to my good French Canadian friend, and everyone else who was also stepping up to help in what turned out to be a false alarm. So there you go. There's that.
Good. Hey, by the way, really quickly, it's not in the notes, but happy Lost Day to you.
Lost Day? What is it? Today's the day the plane went down, or what happened there?
Today is 4-8-15, which are the first 3 numbers in the numerical sequence.
No way.
Seem to plague the castaways. Yes.
I suddenly am picturing John Locke rapidly putting those numbers into something.
Oh, or Hurley furiously staring at a lottery ticket.
Even that would work too. Hey, what are those guys doing?
A soccer team standing in the airport as everyone runs by.
Don't see a lot of Lost people doing much except for Evangeline Lilly and that's it really. Who else is doing much?
Matthew Fox. He had a couple movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jorge Garcia seems to get onto every short-lived sci-fi TV show that comes across.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're all suffering or anything,
Alcatraz and stuff like that.
It's kind of like they're like Ross from Friends. They didn't get the same deals everybody else got.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And Evangeline Lilly, I wouldn't even say that about her had it not been for her recent Hobbit run. Like before that, what was she up to? She was in that robot thing we watched, you and I.
Right. Michael Emerson on Person of Interest, but I don't think that's still on.
Right. That weird-looking black dude is on. He was on Bosch. That was good.
Right. Sawyer was on the TV show where they had a chip implanted in a guy's brain, and that didn't last long.
No.
Hurley's on Hawaii Five-0, as is Jin.
Oh, right? Hurley is? I didn't know Hurley was. Yeah, I knew Jin was. So they've got. I mean, it's not like they're not getting work. They're getting work, but they didn't have this launch into the movie stratosphere that some people maybe had suggested they were going to have.
Sure.
Like Matthew Fox has done literally 5 things since 2010.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I know of the not Focal Point, Vantage Point. Was that what it was called? It's a movie where a bunch of people witness a murder and they've all got video cameras because they're in the audience of something, so they all have different viewpoints.
That was 2008 though, so that was prior to the end of Lost.
Oh, was it really? Okay.
Yeah, so that was during. He got more work during, it looks like. Well, let's see. I'm just checking back here a bit. Oh, his first role was on Wings as somebody named Ty Warner. Anyway, so here's what he's been up to. Emperor, which I saw, was not very good. 2012.
Don't remember that at all.
Was it's World War II post Japan. Where's the Emperor hiding thing? He played General Bonner Fellers.
Bonner Fellers
was his name.
I'm gonna get another cat. I'm gonna name it General Bonner Fellers.
Right. He was in that terribly reviewed Alex Cross movie with Medea.
Right.
Yeah, Medea was in that.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, Tyler Perry's Alex Cross.
Right. That's everything he does should be that. Tyler Perry's then the name. He played the bad guy in that, and then he was in World War Z as a parajumper. I remember he was in that briefly. Extinction, and then Extinction is not even out, but it's in completion now, and Bone Tomahawk, which is in post-production. He plays John Bruder. And so I just think it's surprising because I think he's leading man material. I don't know what happened there, but for whatever reason, Hollywood's a fickle mistress.
I don't know why that is. It's funny because it's not like that's a typecasty kind of thing.
Yep.
You know, it's not like, well, these people can only go on to play hookers with hearts of gold from now on.
Right. Matthew Perry, the hooker with a heart of gold.
That's right.
You went all crusty. What? Oh, you got the cat up.
I put the cat up.
No, you're totally fine. I hadn't noticed. I just heard that sound and went, oh, something's wrong with my internet again.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
I'm going to put me back because really is, people take a screenshot if you like this and look at it because she's not going to move for the next 45 minutes.
She's kind of there, down for the count.
That's right.
Damn dog this morning. We put her out right away. Went out.
You put her out?
She put her outside. She took a dump and peed. Great. And we cheered it to the high heavens and gave her a treat. Like, good job. You did what you're supposed to do in the morning. Brought her in the house. She ran around like a freak for a minute and then immediately ran to the front room, did a circle around, and then squatted to take another Duke right in the living room there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, no.
So we grabbed her before she could do it. She pinched off like a little bean and left it there and then got her outside again. Training a puppy, dude. You forget the pain that is involved.
Oh, God, it is. It really is.
Yeah, but one day.
Someday, puppy.
Give us the 3D printer 2015 update. Beep, 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 because it came in yesterday. So what's going on now?
So yesterday I did kind of like a test print once I got it back. And here's the thing I printed.
Avengers logo. Let's see it.
This thing is kick-ass, too. I do need a white background, though, so it'll show up. So here is what I printed yesterday.
Yeah.
Does that look all right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it came out great. I mean, there's a little rough edginess stuff that I think I can fix by adjusting the temperature.
Sure.
This is the thing about this printer and the software that comes with it. And I'm guessing that a lot of these early ones have this ability because they're still, kind of in maker space where they're open source and you can do everything with it, but you can get in and adjust the temperature it uses for each individual kind of plastic you use. So you can say, all right, well, this roll is Hatchbox PLA white. I want it to be 205 degrees, and then you'll get a smooth deal with that. But with some colors, you want to use lower temperatures, and other ones you want to use higher ones. So having the ability to set that for each individual color you use is a really cool thing. So I was in the middle of doing a print and I threw it away, or I'd get it out and show people. But it was a Zelda pot, like one of those clay pots.
One you'd break to get the coins out of her hearts.
Correct.
Or whatever. Sure.
Exactly. And since we got all these awesome things that look kind of like rupees from Fantasy Coin, I thought, well, I'll just make a big one of those that I can put all those rupees in, and it'll be really cool. Sit on my desk, and every once in a while I go, I want a rupee, and bust it out.
Right.
And
unfortunately, by the way, if you leave the room and come back, they will not respawn. Just so you know, in real life,
they will not. No. Yeah. So started printing it and left for lunch or to go out or something like that. And came back and I realized that the temperature setting probably was lower than I want because it was coming out looking a little bit like shredded wheat.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of the indication.
Yeah.
So
shredded wheat. That's hilarious. Like, is it in the manual? If your prints are looking like shredded wheat.
No, it's not. Right. But it's on the forums, and that's kind of like the term that's come up with for that kind of printing. It's really funny.
Weird.
So I interrupted the print, and I wanted to get the raft and what it had started printing off of the plate so that I could start another print.
Yeah.
So I opened up there's a little an expert screen called Manual that lets you move everything manually, and it's got little arrows for the X height, the X axis, Y axis, and Z axis, and you can click those and it'll move the thing a little amount at a time so that you can get the extruder out of the way so you can take out whatever you want.
Sure.
So, I move the thing towards the back and I start hitting the Z axis to start raising it up. Well, I hit it a couple times too many.
Oh, no.
So the extruder goes up to the top and it hits the edge of the frame of the printer and is like tick, 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 like it's like the motor is saying, I'm trying to go up, but it's not letting me go up any further.
Ooh, that's not good for a motor, I bet.
Well, that's what I thought. It's got a little, apparently, and I found this out later, it's totally fine. It's got a little thing that says, hey, if you run into any sort of interference, any sort of blockage, then don't, force, it won't force the motor. It won't try and push the thing where it can't go. It's got a really cool little sensor in there.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that, so I'm like furiously, hitting the emergency stop button in the expert screen to like, no, stop! Oh my gosh! And there's apparently some little pegs that hold the extruder on there so that you can replace it yourself, and I didn't know that. And in pushing it up against the motor, it pushed it off of those little pegs.
Oh no!
And so I thought it broke the extruder right off of the rails.
Oh no!
And I'm like, oh crap! I finally get this thing back. I have it for like 2 hours and I've already destroyed it.
That feeling, dude, that's the worst.
That pit of my stomach, and this time it's my fault. I can't send this back and say, yeah, you guys really screwed something up with my printer, because and then I looked a little closer at it and I was like, oh, those are little pegs, and I just go tink, and it snaps right back on the pegs, and it's like, well, all right, that's a pretty damn good design. So I'm in the process right now, and it's actually printing over here on the side of printing the Coverville logo. I went into Autodesk 123D app and just designed a really simple Coverville logo, and I'm printing a bunch of small ones at different temperatures to see what the ideal temperature is for this this material, this filament, so that there's nothing wrong with having a crap ton of little Coverville logos around.
Right. Yeah.
B, it's a nice, simple print job that I can kind of use as a basis to say, okay, for the white, we need to go 195 degrees. For the red, we need to go 205 or whatever.
I see. So this is a good calibration print in a way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty much what I'm going to be doing all day, is just doing these little tiny Coverville prints with different filaments, just to see and kind of adjusting 5 degrees at a time, and maybe doing like a range of 4 right around that 200 mark with each one to see how things look.
Chat room, maybe we can convince Brian at some point to do a little giveaway where we give away some of those little 3D print logos.
Sure.
Yeah,
some of them are pretty crummy looking, but this Avengers thing, I mean, I could crank these puppies out all day. This came out nice, and it's especially cool because it's that Age of Ultron red kind of I don't know, like kind of rough edged kind of look like the logo has.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it. Yes. I think it's rad. Well,
so I'm having fun with this.
Good. I'm glad it didn't die on you, or that you didn't break it. That makes me very happy.
God, man. I'm sure like all of the color drained out of my face when that happens. Like, oh, what did I do?
I bet some classic F-bombs blew up in that room that day.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, had to have. To be a fly on the wall. All right. Well,
no.
Let's speaking of flies on the wall, it's Daryl time. Let's get him in here.
Okay.
See what he has to say about things and stuff. Hey, is Saul over? I haven't seen the last episode. I guess it is.
Last Monday night was the season finale of Saul, and
what'd you think?
Great.
You liked it?
I really did.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a very Vince Gilligan Breaking Bad kind of feel to the way they ended that. Not, and I won't say more than this, but not in the like, oh my God, what did, Walt White killed somebody kind of thing, but more in the way of like all right, here we go. All it takes is, some bad decisions and things go awry.
Interesting, because what I secretly hope happened, and you don't have to tell me if it did, but I really secretly hope that Christopher Guest and Harry Shearer show up, if you know what I mean. That would be amazing.
That would be good, yes.
Yeah. All right, time for this. It's Stump a Trek Nerd, brought to you by
A Challenge to Scott. Go to nidfar.com/challenge and read the single paragraph you find there. Why are you, Scott, being dared to do this? Well, have you ever seen paper? Smelled it? Are you saving it for special trade? Of course not. You have plenty of it sitting on your printer right now, but not so the world you will find if you take this challenge. So, go, read it, and if you dare, click the link at the bottom to discover more of this fascinating world created by Tadpooler Brian Guthrie. That is nidfar.com/challenge.
Nid like an N?
nidfar.com/challenge.
Challenge. Okay. I put midfar and that was some other weird thing. Ooh, future world.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't
All
think
right.
he's saying read this paragraph right now.
No, but I'm excited about it.
But yeah, save that tab.
I'll save
Don't
that
close
for later.
that tab.
Yeah,
and
leave
read
that tab
later.
open. Oh, I got the great. By the way, Google Chrome and all of its memory-sucking tab problems.
Yeah.
I found this great plugin called OneTab, and it lets you have. Let's say you got 50 tabs open like you do, and they're all up at once.
Currently 5, 10, 15, 18 tabs open.
That is insane. But here's the answer to your insanity.
Sure.
Get OneTab, and what that will do is it will shrink them all down to one page where it'll list everything that was open, and you can restore them with a single click again if you want to, but it takes away all that memory usage.
Oh, I like that. So basically, like, kind of like saying bookmark all these pages, but not in that permanent way of like,
Sure.
they're all bookmarked.
Sure, it's a very temporary little thing, and you can. It's like having it all go. Like you can bring it down,
Nice.
blow it up. It's really good. OneTab,
Cool.
Google
Cool.
Chrome.
I'll
Try
check
that
it
out.
out for sure.
Some listener, by the way, has told me about it. I wish I remember his name. I give him credit. Daryl, you on the line there?
Oh, yes.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic to everybody. Everybody. It's Daryl.
Everybody.
Hey, everybody. Daryl's the Trek nerd, comes on the show. We do hard trivia questions about Star Trek, and Scott will try not to give away the answer today. That'll be good, right? Because that was dumb. The hell was I thinking? Daryl, here's your question. It's a Next Generation question, and it surrounds the episode The Wounded. Okay, The Wounded. The Enterprise gets attacked by Cardassians. Chloe and Kim and the rest.
Kim and, right,
Yeah.
Cleo.
Yeah, the ghost of their dad. The Enterprise manages to damage the Cardassian ship's shield generator. After this, the Cardassians answer the Enterprise's messages. The Cardassians say the Federation ship attacked one of their space stations. What star system does the Cardassians say the space station was located in? Or as Mike wrote it, what star system did the Cardassians say the space station was located in?
Sysatum.
Here are your potential star systems. The Norpin system, the Vinri system, sorry. Vinri, right? Vinri. Vinri.
Venri.
The
We named the dog Venri.
Let it go, Vinri. The Allentak system. That's good for heartburn. And then the cellular system, or I guess that's Queller system.
Queller.
Cellular system. Queller system. So Norpin, Vinri, Alnitak. What I say?
Alnitak.
Alnitak and the
Alnitak.
and the Queller system. Those are your options. All right. Mull those around. Put those in your little Daryl blender and mix them up because it's going to be your chance to answer it soon. But in the meantime, time for today in Trek history.
Oh, why, yes. In 2008, for the 2009 Star Trek movie, the second unit scenes were being filmed in Bakersfield, and the car chase involving young James Kirk was filmed.
Bakersfield, New York?
California.
Probably
California. Okay. So which one? Where's the Bakersfield that has the Baseball Hall of Fame? Where is that? Is that a thing, or am I making that up?
Cooperstown, isn't it?
Oh, Cooperstown. That's right. What am I thinking of Bakersfield? Bakersfield,
Bakersfield.
famous for... Hold on. Bakersfield's famous for...
Sausage.
Oh. Well, that's not very fun. I thought it was something big. Yeah, you're right. This is dumb. I have this mixed up with something else. I think it was the
There's something though, right? There's
Yeah.
something Bakersfield.
Doesn't it ring like some kind of famous thing happens?
Yeah.
And I swear it was tied with baseball, but what do I know? I don't know anything.
We're talking baseball.
Daryl, that's great. Happy anniversary to that. Something happened yesterday with Star Trek. What was it? Oh, and I was going to tell you about it. And I meant to text you about it. Crap. Crap.
I don't remember anything.
Disney bought it, and it's all being rebooted, and there's no canon. Everything that's happened,
They're just gonna wipe it.
Erased.
Oh, I know what it was. It's this.
Let's test the ship's phasers.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
I watched a whole bunch of those.
Aren't they great?
Yeah.
They're really good. Now, the thing you don't know is how great the one we have is that is not on YouTube yet.
Right.
It is amazing. Easily the best one. And
Yes.
hopefully it's on YouTube soon. Even if it's not, well, whatever. Let's say we might have some plans for it. That's all we're saying. All right, Daryl. That's good. What was the other thing we were going to do? I guess that's it. We'll jump straight now. Let's just jump straight to your question. Do you have an idea on this one? What do you think? Where's your head?
Oh, I have no idea.
Great. You're waiting for me to blow it, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I feel really good about the hoo-ha system.
Norpin, Vinri, Alnitak, or Queller?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Queller.
Queller, isn't that a donut or something?
That's a Cruller.
Kreller, yeah.
Cruller. What is that? CRU? That's the one that's like twisty, right?
Mhm. Yeah, they get those up in Canada, right? That's a big deal up there. I think.
Coffee and Crullers.
Yeah, yeah. But if I learned anything from Bob and Doug McKenzie, it was that they liked those.
That's right. They did, yeah.
It was Krellers, Back Bacon, Tukes.
And Tuborg.
Yep. And
Beer.
there was one other thing.
Well,
anyway.
Elsinore beer, I guess, was the one that was in the movie.
Yeah. Right? That was the place.
That was the place because they couldn't do Tuborg for the movie because of the licensing issues. They had it on SCTV, but
Yeah. One of the last movies that or pieces of voice work that what's his name did?
Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc, yeah.
Yeah.
So weird.
Get to the store and give me some more beer.
It was so weird. So weird to hire him for that, I thought.
It was a really weird.
It was strange casting because
Connection.
it was never like super overt. Like they weren't trying to say, "Hey, check it out, it's Mel Blanc's voice." It was just you knew it was, and it sounded like Yosemite Sam,
Right, exactly.
and that was it. That's all you got. It's just weird, totally strange. What a strange movie. Can't believe it got made. Feel like watching it now.
I do too.
Yeah, strange.
But on
crew.
DVD, sadly.
So do I. Same here. Love it. I mean, and I think I got it like the way that you would want to get a Bob and Doug McKenzie movie, like $5 at a Walmart or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm wondering, did somebody give it to us? Did we get it
I don't
for
think so.
FilmSack?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe, unless did I send that to you? I don't know. I might have. I'm not saying one way or the
I
other.
don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, sorry, Daryl. You're right there. Go ahead.
Okay. The Wounded. And they did what to a star system?
They
attacked. So the Cardassians say that a Federation ship attacked one of their space stations.
That's it.
And
one
which
of
star
these
system
systems.
was the space station located in? In which way to end the question with a preposition there, Iceworm.
Yeah, good job,
In
buddy.
which star system does the
Hello.
Cardassians say the space station was located?
In.
Okay.
That last in is unnecessary because I began with in which space station does.
Yeah. So you did it right.
I did it right.
That's proper English right there.
Yes.
Okay, Norpin was an IV in the show Emergency. They'd always give him this Norpin IV or something.
And Norpin IV? Really?
Wow.
What is that?
Well, it was also an Eddie Murphy movie, wasn't it? No, it's Norbit.
Norbit, yeah. I gave him a Norpit IV. Norpin system. No. Norpin. Yeah, I don't find anything on Norpin. Anyway.
Oh, good. So that's not the answer. Alterac. That's like Alterac Valley.
Oh my gosh, look at you.
Yeah, but we didn't say
Alterac.
Alterac. We said Alnitak.
Yeah, Alnitak.
Oh, close enough.
But it is like that, I suppose.
It is like that.
Yeah, and that the alliance always wins in that stupid place.
I was actually going to guess Norpin until you looked it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now I'm going to guess, let's see, not Alterac or Valentak or whatever that is. Vinri rings no bells at all. So, and that Keller, how's that spelled? It's with a C, isn't it?
It's Cuellar, according to Mike. But then again, he spelled system SYSATEM. So good luck.
I'm going to pick that one because that Rings a bell very faintly.
Very faint, like a little in the back of your mind, a little burp.
Yeah.
Like your Apple Watch stinging your arm when it's telling you got to get up and walk around, like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's find out if you are correct about your decision to go with that one. Hold on, I'm in the wrong tab. Here we go.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're a winner.
I got Norpin out of the run. Norpin's a real one, though. I looked it up. It's an actual star system in Star Trek.
But not an IV.
No. It is definitely not that. The answer is D. That's the one. Cardassians say the station was located in that system was destroyed by the Federation ship. Blah, blah, blah. Something about O'Brien's former commanding officer. Here's a clip of Picard talking to a Cardassian. Here you go.
This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
I am Galma Set of the Cardassian ship Traeger.
Why have you fired on us?
Curious question, Captain. In war, one attacks one's enemies.
There is a treaty between our peoples.
Perhaps that fact was unknown to the Federation starship which destroyed our space station in the Quayar system 2 days ago.
Quayar, you say it.
Quayar, yeah.
We've been going Queller. You know what? How can that be Quayar?
Quayar.
I don't think
the two L's are like the yes sound in Spanish, right?
I guess so. Hold on, I'm going to confirm this. That doesn't look right. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Quay, C-U-E, Quay, yeah, with the two L's, the L-ya sound.
How about we do a pronunciation? Here we go. You ready?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
How to pronounce it? YouTube.
Pronouncenames.com.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Quayar.
Oh, Quayar.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, that was it. Did you hear his faint manly tones? Woo.
Yeah.
All right, Daryl, you did.
Here comes Arnold.
Daryl, you did. Yeah. You did well today. Your mother would be proud, so nice job. We'll now tell you that you're the Trek Nerd on Twitter. You can also find him at This Week in Trek. Oh, we didn't do your thing yet.
Tell him that?
Well, no, we'll do it at the end. Also on the Grumpy Cast. Now, why don't you play your game with us, which is probably game or fake Star Trek thing, or whatever it is.
Yes, it's rejected Star Trek episode or title or actual video game.
All right, here's your theme. I like these. Go.
Out of Time.
Out of Time.
Out of Time. See, now we get into like the less specific ones, like Tongue of the Fat Man or Ring Around the Rosie or Die or whatever it was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a hard one.
Out of Time could easily be both. I know that there've been a lot of there've been video games with subtitles Out of Time, right?
Yeah,
there was like a
Out of Time, yes.
Ratchet and Clank Out of Time or something like that.
Yep. There is I want to say there's maybe an online game that has something : Out of Time.
Yeah.
Or maybe, that's very Ratchet and Clank reminiscent to me. But since you're saying it's not a subtitle, right?
Right. The game would, if this question is to be believed, the game is just called Out of Time.
Yeah.
Daryl.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. That is what it.
I heard one of his office mates go, "Yeh." Did you hear that back there? Little me.
That's Larry. Larry's farting.
Me.
That reminds me of those stupid MASH laugh tracks. There's two of them that are always the same all the time. Can't they just change them up once?
Right, and one of them has that.
Yeah. That's
one of them
the Tigger guy.
Right, exactly.
And then there's a lady that does something weird.
The DVD collection lets you turn that off if you want.
Oh, good. Really?
Yeah,
for the whole thing.
For the whole thing. Here's the problem, though. I find it hard to watch because a lot of the timing is based on audience reaction, even though it's fake. So they've kind of faked it in there, but it's still kind of based on that. So a lot of the humor doesn't work because there's not the infectious sort of somebody else's laughing moments.
Weird.
So it throws me off. So it's not like you're suddenly watching Scrubs where it's intentionally no soundtrack or laugh track, but it's funny anyway. Like it's definitely a weird structure. I don't know. There's a lot of talk on there on the commentary too about how hard they fought not to have it, and the studio demanded that they have it. Like there was a lot of weird stuff about that.
Wow. Every time I hear that lady go,
there's a lady that does that?
Yeah. I can't imitate it the way it sounds.
We need audio. We need audio clips. I want to hear the guy, and I want to hear the.
I want to hear Daryl make that sound again. That Hold on, MASH. Let's do this. Let's see, MASH laugh track.
Yeah.
Maybe there's
Oh yeah, there's got to be.
Yeah, Matt. Let's see. Oh, yes. There's a whole interview with Larry Gelbart.
Oh, yeah. Really? Gelbart. Yes.
Yeah, where he talks at length about the laugh track and why he didn't want it. So it's on YouTube. Everybody can go look at that. Yeah, well, maybe someone will track that stuff down. I think Daryl's version of it was pretty hot, though. I liked it. All right. So anyway, out of time. I lean towards Star Trek in this one because it doesn't feel like its own standalone title, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go along with that.
Yeah. Because it does sound like a Star Trek title to an episode or something.
It totally does, yeah. All right, let's do it.
We say Star Trek.
Well, back in the 80s, you would be playing a game, and then you would stop and go watch TNG. This one was about Alexander going through a time portal and emerging an old bitter man, and it was their way of permanently getting rid of the annoying kid.
They shouldn't have canceled that. That's an amazing idea.
Yeah. It's a good. The first part of it's good. Oh, let's send Alexander off into a time tunnel. But the part where he comes back and he's a bitter old man, I don't know if I like that.
I want to see bitter old man Alexander Rashenko. I really do. Like that would be interesting to me. That's more interesting than the kid ever was. Oh, that's amazing. All right, well, that's too bad.
That's funny.
Missed opportunity. Star Trek: The Next Generation: The Next Generation. What are you guys thinking, man? Can't find my tab again. Here it is.
Television highlights of the news of yesteryear.
All right, let's do some morning news brought to you by.
It is brought to you by Coverville, where today you're going to hear a tribute to one of the great bands, the Pixies. Frank Black is turning 50 this week, so let's celebrate with covers of some of your favorites like Dig for Fire and This Monkey's Gone to Heaven and Hey, and Here Comes Your Man, and all those great Pixies songs, as well as probably a set of music covers of Billie Holiday, who would have turned 100. That's two Frank Blacks.
Wow. Yeah. Think of that. To stack your two blacks on top of each other, what do you get? You get
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday. That didn't sound right.
It did not.
I shouldn't have gone with the last name only. What was I thinking? All right, well, good. Hey, Coverville's good. People should listen, so check that out.
2 p.m. today, live on the live at coverville.com/live.
Guaranteed that one's the #1 lock for the awards. If we win any of these, it'll be that one because the competition in there is. I mean, no offense to any of them, but it's no Coverville.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It's true. It's just true. This is just the numbers. It's just the math.
Right.
Even if I was a robot.
Mark Gunn. God love Mark Gunn and the Celtic Music Podcast. He's been probably my biggest opponent, and he and I've even been on panels together where we mock fight.
You should do that tomorrow or next week when you go there.
Next week,
yeah,
if he's there.
If he's there, yeah, square off.
There's a whole album about of Celtic Firefly songs.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
And another one that's all songs about cats.
All right,
the guy's good. He's prolific.
I voted for the wrong guy then. Just kidding. That sounds amazing. Maybe he's on the speaker list, but when you get there, he won't be. All right, let's do this here. Don McLean has, you know him, right? You're familiar.
He keeps the hot side hot and the cool side cool, right?
Right. I think, right?
Oh, no, that's the Don McLean Deluxe.
Oh, right. You gotta. They only bring it out every 4 months.
That's right.
He has finally revealed the meaning of his song "American Pie." You know the song. Miss American Pie took the Chevy to that whole thing.
That's the one, yeah.
40.
I thought we all knew the meaning to that.
Well, he says it's new. He says 40 years ago today, or 40 years ago after American Pie was released, Don McLean has finally revealed what those notoriously bewildering lyrics actually mean. McLean's original manuscript and notes to American Pie sold at auction for $1.2 million on Tuesday. Good gosh.
Wow.
I don't know why they would do that. In an interview with the accompanying catalog, McLean said, quote, basically, in American Pie, things are headed in the wrong direction. Life is becoming less idyllic. I don't know whether you consider that wrong or right, but it is a morality song in a sense. Let's see. He goes on to say, as I promised to give all I have to give, if only he would make the music live again, his prayers are then answered, and the music lived again, or was reborn, depending on which version you're reading. Anyway, he says it's all just like a big morality tale about humanity and society falling apart and taking it back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically the...
what did we think it was before that?
Well, and they kind of confirmed that in this last paragraph, that it's, it's about the about old rock and roll and about the death of Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper and Richie Valens and folks like Bob Dylan and the Beatles and Donovan, all in their kind of comeuppance and stuff like that. So it's all the different quote unquote characters in the song are representing different musicians of that time.
That makes sense.
And that's it's not like, and I guess he's not saying that that's not true. He's just saying that the whole thing just is basically saying that hey, we're heading the wrong direction.
Yeah. I wonder if he's required to say something since this is $1.2 million at auction.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I wonder about that.
He
also
basically
says,
had it right. You could have really pretty much looked it up on the internet, and saved $1.2 million. But hey, thanks for the money, and I'll see you at Krispy Kreme.
Says here the cultural references in the song. The king can be safely assumed to be Elvis Presley. Helter Skelter refers to Charles Manson and his murders. And the jester on the sidelines in a cast is supposed to be Bob Dylan. So there you go. Well, bye-bye, American Pie.
Before Tank Girl says, wait, it's not about having sex with pies then?
What? No, it isn't. That's what they were all thinking.
To you.
Hey, when you take a Chevy, what is a levee? What the hell is that?
It's a water structure, like a man-made, not river, not as big as a river, but it's like a
they have in New Orleans.
Irrigation ditch.
Yeah, in New Orleans, they have levees that broke during the hurricane that flooded.
I'm sorry, that's right. It's the things that prevent the water from coming through.
So
right?
why would you drive a Chevy to it and then be disappointed because it was dry? I don't get that. That part he hasn't explained.
I don't know.
Took the Chevy to the levee, the thing that's there to hold the water in from flooding the town. Yeah, but the levee was dry. Well, shit, what am I going to do with my Chevy now? The levee is dry. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, someone want to explain that out there? I don't get it. No post-credits tag scene after Age of Ultron. Sorry.
So no shawarma this time.
No nothing like that.
Wow.
There is a mid-credits epilogue, which is interesting. But anyway, Joss Whedon told Entertainment Weekly that Age of Ultron will not be holding to Marvel tradition, even though it kind of, I don't know, it was instrumental in the ones that came before it and after it, because it kind of it was the center of all of them, it felt like. Your video just did something weird.
I know, I flipped it back, and just people wanted to see, they could see the cat stretching in the background, so I was like, show us the cat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you bunch of monkeys in the chat room, a bunch of cat starers is what you are.
Just because it's the internet, you guys think that we have to have cats on all the time.
Sheesh, welcome to the internet. Anyway, they say they'll not be doing this in the post-credits. While it will have mid-credits epilogue, don't hang around for this in the cinema unless you suspect they're being sneaky, because they did have that deli scene in the first one that nobody knew was coming.
Right.
Says there's nothing at the very end, and that's not a fake out, says Whedon. We want people to know so they don't sit there for 10 minutes going, SOB, they killed me, or they killed them. No more shawarma. It didn't seem to lend itself in the same way, and we wanted to be true to what felt right. The first rule of making a sequel is to make the best moments and do something else. Or take the best moments and do something else. Don't do the Indiana Jones gun trick again, differently. That's a good point. That's a good point. You don't want to...
It's a good point, but I think that the stingers are not the joke isn't the stinger itself. It's what they put into the stinger. You know, I mean, it's where we first got our look at Thanos. It's where we first saw Thor's hammer, saw Mjolnir in the desert, right? It was, I don't know. It seems like that's not something that you can overuse because the content is always going to be different.
First time we saw the Tesseract as well.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
And so here's the sad thing is there's all these people now who worked really hard on this movie in the second half of the credits after the middle stinger, who are going to get a bunch of people waiting there and seeing a bunch of names and like, oh, look at that. There's a guy named Mike Donahue who worked in the special effects department. All right. Good job, Mike.
Mike Donahue. That's an awesome name. I like that name. Yeah, I know what he means about the sword thing, though, but I agree this isn't necessarily the same thing. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when Pixar and Brad Bird almost refused to include, what's his name? Cliff from Cheers. They weren't going to put him in there in The Incredibles. They were going to break with tradition and not have him be one of the voices somewhere, because that's been the big joke with that show, is that he's in every single movie in some character or role. And that's why the only time you ever hear him say anything is as the Underminer in the very final scene of that movie. And apparently that was a late breaking thing, if you listen to that commentary.
It's like a quick addition kind of thing.
Yeah, because
so okay, here's a good comparison though. And let's not compare it to the Ratzenberger thing, but compare it to the Pixar shorts that you see before a regular Pixar movie.
Oh, right. Yeah, good point.
And if they decided to stop doing that, because the short itself isn't the thing.
Yeah.
It's the content of the short, right? It's the
When did they start doing that? Because that wasn't there
I thought
for
they
either
did it
Bugs.
right from the beginning.
It wasn't there.
Remember,
It wasn't in Toy Story.
Yeah, there was the Snow Globe one, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think that showed as a short. I think that was an old short from the 80s that they had done for their old film festival days.
Yeah, and I think they just replayed it for
maybe they did.
I think here we go. Let's see if the Wikipedia page lists Toy Story. Here we go. Tin Toy was released with initial home release. So you know what? I take that back. You're right. So Toy Story 1 did not have one. Toy Story 2 had Luxo Jr. Tin Toy was
what did they have for Bugs Life?
Was on the home video for Toy Story as the short. What's that? What'd you ask?
What was the one for Bugs Life ahead of that?
Bugs Life was Jerry's Game. That was the guy playing chess, right? The old man playing chess.
Oh, really?
Is that right?
That seems late. That seems early, I mean, because that's only their second movie. Let's see. Here's their shorts. Original or feature related? No, I don't want feature related. I want shorts. Okay, Jerry's Game was 97, and you're right. It was ahead of Bugs Life. You're totally right.
Yeah.
Finding
the
Nemo
Birds
was
for Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, Knick Knack for Finding Nemo. Luxo Jr. for Toy Story 2. You're totally right. And Tin Toy showed up on the home release of Toy Story, but not the theatrical.
Right.
Ratatouille had Lift. Yeah, so everything since. So pretty much, I think you can say anything since Toy Story 2 has something. And interesting. I can't wait.
Interesting that.
But yeah.
Never mind. Brave was Disney.
But I'm going to agree with you. Like, there's.
There it is. Yeah, Brave is right there. Yeah.
It's kind of Marvel's way of having a short. And I feel like it's a missed opportunity. It isn't the same as Indiana Jones doing the sword and gun thing every time.
No, it's not. It's not like a gag.
Yeah.
Right. It's a, it's a I don't know. It's a thing. It's a tradition. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle for basically giving the fans, the Marvel fans, the Marvel raving fanboys, a little teaser thing, a little.
And you've established a tradition now.
Totally. You gave us Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver at the end of the last Captain America movie.
Yeah,
right?
They were in that like fish tank looking thing or whatever the hell that was.
Baron Strucker's fish tank.
Yeah. This is where we keep them.
So a mid-credits epilogue. So that is what they did with Avengers, right? They had the mid-credits epilogue where you saw Thanos.
Yeah.
And then the shawarma thing at the very end.
Yeah. So they're going to do one of those, but not a very end. Maybe that's what they mean. Maybe all they're talking about is the shawarma thing, because I'm pretty sure they're the only Marvel movie to have the two back to back, right?
You mean have one in the middle and one at the end?
Yeah.
Wolverine did it. I know you probably wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible, but X-Men Origins Wolverine had a mid-credits scene where the guy who was it Emma Frost that told him to just keep walking?
Maybe.
And so basically you see him continuing to walk, the bad guy continuing to walk. And then the post-credit scene had the head of Deadpool opening his eyes and smiling at the end or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's Fox, though.
Yeah, exactly.
So who knows what the hell they're doing.
It's still a Marvel thing.
Those buttholes. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Whatever. May's coming up. Get ready, everyone.
Yes. Oh, my God. We're just a couple weeks and a half away from Avengers.
I know. I'm really excited.
I am too.
I hope it makes a ton of money, except I don't want it to, because then Tom will win. Doesn't Tom own that? I think he does.
No, it was the guys who
those
the undefeated king of
the guys that pretend like they don't know what's going on. We don't know what we're doing. Yeah, we got event. Like they keep winning.
Oh boy, we sure spent a lot of money on that. I don't think we're gonna win.
Yeah, bull crap, guys. They know what they're up to.
That's right.
Squarespace.com sponsoring today's program. If you are an Avengers fan and you're thinking today's the day to start a podcast or website dedicated to your fandom of Marvel and Marvel products and the Avengers, well, here's your chance. Go to squarespace.com, start a free trial, see what you think, try out some of those templates, see how good that stuff looks on your mobile device. That's my favorite bit. And if you decide you want to stay, Squarespace has a deal for you. Use the code MORNING at checkout. That'll get you 10% off your account at squarespace.com. That's morning. That's 10% off your account at squarespace.com. We thank them for sponsoring the show. Hey, HBO Now is available now on your Apple TV and your iPad.
HBO Now.
You want it on the iPad, iPhone, or Apple TV, you're in good shape. Also, the I want to say the Comcast deal they made is also live. Or whatever the one where it's all internet.
Slingbox, right?
No, they don't have that yet. It's something else. Crap. Tom will know. We talked about this, but it's some other. So they basically have two launch partners: the digital launch partner and another kind of like non-digital launch partner.
Oh, okay.
And whoever that is getting it.
Gotcha.
But that's out now and is $14.99 a month, and you can get it. I haven't done it yet. I haven't pulled the trigger because I don't know yet.
Yeah, $9.99 would have been no-brainer, right? $14.99.
It's pushing it.
Feels like so much more.
Yeah, it's pushing it. It's kind of like you and I talking about Apple Watch today. If that thing was $199, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait for the price it is, and for this, I feel like I don't know. I feel like $14.99 is just a little more than I want to do. I don't know. I can't decide. I don't know. We'll see. I have so many nickel and dime monthlies now. You know, like
right. Netflix. And I know you don't do Hulu anymore, but that sort of thing.
Yeah. 7 here, 10 here, 5 here. Yeah. After a while, you're like, whoa, this is costing me more than
paying for.
Yeah, what am I getting? What's it all worth? What's the deal? And also, the TSA is making a bunch of money. Maybe they could send me $14.95 a month.
There you go. They can afford HBO Now.
That's right. The security agency that handles all your hoo-ha there at the airport there. They got $675,000 last year in just change left in airport security trays. So quarters, dimes, nickels. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Right.
I wonder who adds that up. Like someone in charge of that?
I'm sure that, each one has a little jar, and they put it in the jar, and then they send those jars to the home office, and the home office puts it in a big jar, and then they take it to the bank and put it in one of those funnel machines that puts it into rolls.
It's really weird. It's not much of a jump from 2013's totals, but a staggering 76% increase from 2008, where there was only $383,000 in left change. According to federal law, the agency gets to keep unclaimed money and spend it on anything it deems necessary to help the civil aviation security. Passengers who rather not part with their dough can simply remove the coins from the pockets and stash them in their carry-on luggage. Some airports, such as Denver, Phoenix, and Columbus, Ohio, offer a more altruistic approach to the pre-security collection boxes set up at the checkpoints where travelers can donate to local nonprofits and charities. That's cool.
Yep.
So Denver
as you're
does
walking
that.
in, as you're actually waiting in that long line with TSA, there are these boxes where it just says, "Hey, want to just give us your change?" And it's really cool. It's Denver's Road Home is the charity.
Well, you know what'll happen if you give money at the Denver airport, don't you? Do you know what happens?
It feeds the Illuminati and makes the phallus swastika even stronger.
Yeah, you fund such things as
phallic neckline.
The phallic neckline. Horse penises and things like that. Fantasy Coin is sponsoring the show. We've been talking about them all week, and specifically today I want to tell people about the Forge Masters set at tinyurl.com/fcoin15 as they get ready for this big Kickstarter. So we've been talking about these rupees, and people are asking where we got these. These were sent to us as samples from our good buddy Tim over there at Fantasy Coin, fantasycoinhq.com. Forge Master set. This is Dwarven Hex set that assembles into a circle. Oh my gosh, I want this. By the way, when assembled, the saying is complete. It says, stoke the fire, home the axe, protect your life, protect your gold, protect your beard, in that order. It's pretty awesome. Hex gems, we're talking about these. They have 7 total colors coming, and we call them hex gems, but really they're rupees. Let's be serious. Right. Sorry, Nintendo. Red, blue, green, orange, yellow, purple, and a mystery color. Ooh, wonder what that'll be. A mystery color.
I know, right? It's
look at that. Yeah, look at that through my lens, everybody. I'm all red.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. Anyway, coming soon, tinyurl.com/fcoin15. or fantasycoinhq.com for details. And they're awesome, so go check them out. And thanks, Tim, for these samples. We love them. I made one, Liam O'Brien, horribly jealous yesterday, and so I'm arranging to get some to him.
Oh, nice.
He deserves those.
Yeah, of course.
He's a huge nerd.
What a great voice work that he has done.
He's not prepared. What are we doing now? Let's take a break. Nicole will be here in a minute, so will Tom. Before all of that, we'll plug you full of music. What have you?
Well, this one's going out to Christina Jaeger, or Jaeger. Do you know what today is, Scott?
Nope, no idea.
It's April 8th. And in movie history, that's known as Rex Manning Day. So Christina says, "Hi, I'm wondering if you could kindly unearth a cover of Say No More, Mona More for Rex Manning Day, April 8th, and dedicate this to my dear friend Jeremy Porter. Jeremy, may you forever dance the dance of destiny. Thank you for being my friend. Damn the man! Save the empire! Cheers, Christina." So it's Rex Manning was the character in Empire Records who was visiting the record store on Rex Manning Day, and everybody was going nuts for it.
That's awesome.
Liv Tyler ate an animal cracker out of her own belly button because of that. It was a great scene.
Yep.
I may have that wrong. And Renee Zellweger choked on a lemon.
Yeah.
I still might be getting that wrong.
Sure. It sounds right to me, though. Go with it.
So Numbers and Letters did a cover of this, a beautiful acoustic version that she recorded in concert. This came out a couple years ago, 2013. It actually was recorded on Rex Manning Day. It is Say No More, Mon Amour.
Call me on the gramophone with that je ne sais quoi. You say you need a little of my ooh la la. And you know you get lonely in your canopy bed. Well, say no more, baby. I'll be running everywhere. So say no more, morning more. I'll bring my love right to your front door. Here I come, baby, je t'adore. Lips are for kissing, baby. So say no more. Say no more. Mon amour means my love. Mon amour. You greet me with a smile and a glass of rosé. I find myself distracted by your black negligee. You tell me everything with that look on your face. Well, say no more, baby. Let's cut to the chase. So say no more, morning more. I bring my love right to your front door. Here I come, baby, je t'adore. Lips are for kissing, baby. So say no more. Ah, yeah. Woo.
Gee, your hair smells terrific. Gee, your hair smells terrific.
I guess you never know.
Try G, your hair smells terrific. Fragrance shampoo and conditioner. They're terrific.
Hey, it's too hard to get a fish sandwich.
The Morning Stream. That's my safety word.
And we are back. Hello. That was a short song right there. Is what you
It
got.
was a short song. And I can't be sure, but say maybe one of the people in the audience might have screamed an F-bomb, but it was kind of covered up.
Oh, I didn't really hear it.
It was, I don't think, it might not have.
No bleep required as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think so, yeah.
The only real question on my mind is...
Hey, it's too hard to get a fish sandwich.
Yep, too early to get a fish sandwich, buddy.
26 minutes, though. 26 minutes and you can get a fish sandwich.
Hey, this GIF that somebody's spreading around here that's got Superman and Spider-Man in the Avengers jumping scene, plus some kind of...
Yeah, the one that's moving, where they're all jumping forward.
Plus there's some kind of midgety dude jumping forward toward them. I can't figure out who the cowboy-looking guy is. Just under Superman.
I need a link to it.
Here.
Do you have a link?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the link, sorry. I'll put it in the chat. Here you go. There it is in the chat room. Can you explain that to me? What's happening there? So you got the little jumpy midget in the front. And then you got.
I don't know who the cowboy is, but that's really funny.
Yeah, I can't tell what that is. It's so fast and it doesn't stay long, and I can't tell.
The jumping midget with the white hair, I think that's from Time Bandits or something, isn't it? Or no, maybe not.
Yeah, kind of like a little Kenny Baker doing something.
Right, like when they're jumping into the time portal or the time tunnel.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I love the idea.
It's funny how it just keeps getting added to. Like, I remember seeing one that just had Spider-Man, and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if Spider-Man was in the Avengers?
Yeah.
And then
now we got all this DC business, and apparently Kenny Baker. So,
right,
really weird. All right.
Oh, they're saying it's Howard the Duck. It is Howard the Duck.
Oh, I can't. It's so fast, I can't see it.
It's totally. Now I see it totally. It is Howard the Duck.
The funny part about that is that might still be Kenny Baker. I don't know who's in the Howard the Duck costume, but
I
don't know who did it. It could be him. That was all I'm saying.
No, I'm saying. I'm thinking. EDC says I rotoscoped him for days. You didn't do this one. David Croft, did you?
Maybe you did. I don't know.
Maybe you did.
Howard the Duck. Let's see who played Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck was played by Ed Gale, another very famous little man. He's a famous little man.
There's a new link that EDC posted.
Yeah.
That shows Howard the Duck jumping from a different angle.
Perfect. Look who's on the show with us now. It's Nicole Spagnuolo. How you doing?
Hey.
How are you? Is the medication working? I'm stoked.
Oh my God, I would not be here if I didn't start a new medication.
Oh, that's great. That's
I was
awesome.
in bed 22 hours of the day.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of time.
And then when I would get up, I would pay for it dearly.
Oh,
and yeah,
man.
I was on my left side. For whatever reason, my left side, laying on my left side helped.
Yeah.
But then I just wouldn't move.
Yeah, you just
and
want
then
to stay
whenever
there.
I would move, I would barf. And yeah, it was the medicine that I was on was letting me eat, but it was like it hurt to eat. Like
Yeah.
my body would like react and I would shake and I couldn't eat in front of anybody because it was just embarrassing to eat.
Oh, dude.
It was bad. It was bad. It was
Yeah.
getting really, really bad.
Toughest chick I know. Did you do the so this new stuff is fixes all that, or at least helps
Well,
with all
it's
of it?
in combination with another medication. So one takes care of the vomiting, the other one takes care of the extreme nausea.
Yeah.
So it's a lower dose. And yeah, if you know any pregnant women out there that are really, 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 really sick right now,
Yeah.
I can tell them my cocktail.
We have one. We have one in our neighborhood. I was telling you about it over text the other day. We've got this lady who's the sweetest girl, and she's got this beautiful little boy that we help and babysit and stuff. We've been taking meals over, but she is miserable. Just
it's
miserable.
It's bad.
Same
It gets
deal as you. It's just so bad to watch, hard to watch. But yeah.
Yeah.
If you know anybody like this in your neighborhood or somebody, reach out and help them out and go get their grogroceries and
Especially if they have kids.
Yeah,
Oh
watch
my
their
gosh,
kids
My mom and
all that stuff.
Mark's been amazing. It's just
Well,
I was like, I could do this. I could do this. I could do this.
I'm just super stoked you're here. That's the best part.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Netflix.
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm just like on the bed. I'm like, okay, what's next? Psh.
Yeah, keep
I watched
going.
all of
You're going to
it.
watch the whole damn thing before it's over.
I know.
Nicole finishes Netflix.
Exactly.
Well, it is Recommendals. It's where Nicole comes on the show. We do a little theme. We talk about streaming services and the things we've seen on them that we like, especially stuff that fits that theme. And today's theme is quitting.
Yes, in honor of Brian quitting his job, right? I mean, that was.
No, the joke was that I was quitting TMS was like the joke. It's like you.
Oh, I thought you
know,
were quitting. Aw.
No, I don't have anything to quit. I've already quit everything.
Yeah, he quit everything. It's like me. He's like me. But it's okay. I still like the theme.
I
The
still
theme's
do
great.
freelance and stuff, but I quit my job
Forever ago.
2006.
Yeah, F those guys.
Sorry.
Well, see, last week when we would have done this, it would have been my 2-year anniversary of me quitting my job.
really?
My
Oh,
corporate
okay.
job.
Yeah.
So
your fly
hey,
everywhere.
It still fits.
Your fly everywhere, do presentations all the time job.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, I remember you'd be pretty pooped at the end of that stuff.
But yeah, quitting
When
is
you-
the theme.
When you would have like a PowerPoint presentation, would you have the things timed so that when you clicked the button and it would move forward just one slide to kind of go with what you were talking about, it wouldn't go like 2 slides?
No.
Right? Okay.
We-
Yeah.
Silly people.
Todd Cochran
don't know how to use a clicker.
Exactly. That's all we had to hear. That's exactly what we were saying. Today's is quitting, and so who do you want to go first? Who do you like here?
Well, I have a little clip.
All right, go ahead.
It's I think it's an indie movie because I had never heard of it before seeing it on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few clues before I play the clip. It stars Colin Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks's son.
Tom Hanks's son.
Yeah,
and
I
it
like
came out
him.
in 2011.
Yeah.
So here you go. See if you can guess this movie.
All right.
If you're lucky.
All right.
See.
What?
Well, don't get upset. The copy machine is busted.
Ben, it's your mother. She says it's urgent.
Oh, honey, you know your ticket? The lottery ticket?
Ben, you won the lottery!
Oh my God, are you okay?
I have
So
no
that's
idea.
the premise.
No
Guy wins the
idea.
lottery, of course, quits
Is
his
there
job.
a more comedic instrument than the oboe?
Burp,
I know, right?
burp, burp, burp. I don't have any idea. This is completely
No,
lost on
I
me.
don't either.
Yeah.
But there is a twist to the movie. So he won the lottery,
Mm-hmm.
26 million.
Yeah.
The twist is he's a serial killer.
Oh, holy crap!
Oh, really?
Wait, Colin Hanks is?
Yes.
Oh, amazing!
Oh, that's funny.
I
because
need
he
to
played
see.
one in
I need to
Dexter,
see
too.
this weird one.
Yeah. So the movie is called Lucky.
All right.
Came out in 2011. You can find it on Netflix. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect. Like when you see the poster art, you see like a knife and there's a lottery ticket on it and there's blood and but what's her name? Anne Margaret's in it.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh yeah.
And a girl that I recognize, but I can't remember where I recognize her. Ara Graynor.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mimi Rogers.
She's in it too, but very small bit. I'm trying to. Where's it on the list?
Are you guys hearing a little echo, by the way?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm getting it off of Nicole's end for some reason.
Well,
I don't know why.
maybe if I turn the volume down.
Probably something Mark did.
Mark.
What'd you do, Mark?
Yeah, what'd you do, Mark? You Italian sexy man, you. This looks great. I'm going to see it.
It's funny.
Does look really cool.
Yeah.
Dark funny, right? Like dark comedy,
It's
right?
a dark comedy. I mean, if you're dealing with a serial killer, of course, you're going to deal with a dark comedy here.
I like Colin Hanks a lot, and I haven't seen him lately. Like, I feel like maybe the last Colin Hanks thing I may have seen may have been like a rewatching of Orange County or something. So it's been a while. So yeah, why not?
That's right. You haven't watched the new Fargo yet, have you?
He's in
AMC
that? I
Fargo.
didn't know he was in that.
Yes. Oh, he's great.
Yeah, I still need to. Gosh, that's another one I keep forgetting about. I got to watch that damn thing.
Yeah.
That's not streaming yet, is it? It's not. I don't think. Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't see it on here.
Oh.
Well, there you go. Lucky. Good recommendation. I like it. 2011.
Am
That
I
was a
still
good
echoing?
year. No, you sound fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, fixed whatever it
Good.
was.
Thanks. Whatever you did, that was good.
Nailed it.
Do that.
I'll go next. Let me tell you about a little film that you're going to have to guess too, because I got a clip for you. And here's the clip. You tell me what you think it is.
Look, I'm not paying you to do whatever it is you're doing out here.
Fine. So don't pay me.
Excuse me?
I quit. So you don't have to pay me. Now leave me alone.
Recognize this movie.
I think you just became my personal hero. Doesn't that make you nervous, just quitting your job like that? Well, I guess when you're all of, what,
American
16?
Beauty.
18.
You are correct. It is American
Wow.
Beauty.
Good. Yeah, I recognize the Kevin Spacey voice.
I wondered if that would give it away. So here's the thing. Nicole had the challenge, and I scrambled to try to find something that had to do with quitting, and I couldn't find anything that jumped to mind or that was streaming and also jumping to mind. So I ended up looking for something maybe that I hadn't seen, and I have always had it on my list of a movie to see. Many people consider it one of the greatest movies ever made. I'd never seen it, so I decided to watch it, and I did that last night. So I sat in bed and I watched.
Oh, wow. So that was
American
the first
Beauty.
time you've seen that
Yeah,
movie.
first time. It's amazing.
wow.
That's a hell of a movie.
It's a heck of a movie. Then did you go out and watch a paper bag floating around in the wind?
I did, and now I cannot ever think. If I ever see a paper bag floating again, it's not gonna. It's impossible not to connect.
You're gonna be
it
like,
to-
"That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen."
Yeah, I really liked it, and I was surprised how good of a pick it was because it is a lot about quitting. And it's not just this kid; it's the main character quitting his job and doing it in a pretty spectacular fashion, and a lot of other things. Obviously, it's not really about that as a core concept, but definitely it's in there. So yeah.
So did you know that there was an alternate ending to that movie?
I did not know that.
It's been out for a really long time, so I may spoil it for somebody, but come on, people, it's been out.
Yeah, you've had time to watch.
Yeah, you've had time.
1999, by the way, was when that movie came out. We're good.
In an alternate ending, the kids get framed for the murder.
Whoa, really?
Oh, really?
And the boy goes to jail.
Really?
How much longer did that movie go?
That would have been weird.
A half hour or something, right?
That would have been weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
I actually watched that on a plane, American Beauty, and I was sitting in a window seat, and I'm sitting there watching it, and it had been a couple of years since I'd seen it. I just got it on DVD or something, and all of a sudden the naked Thora Birch scene comes on. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Like flip my laptop down.
Yeah, old Brian in the old Brian in the airport again with his pornography.
Bad movie choices.
The funny thing is, I didn't expect. So I knew it was, won all those awards and Best Picture and Best Actor and all that, but I didn't know it would be so funny. Like, there's really genuinely laugh out loud funny moments. It's all
the whole relationship between him and Annette Bening is hilarious.
Gosh, dude, she is on fire in this thing.
She is.
She makes me, and I think she's a great actress, but she makes me want to kill her. I cannot stand her.
I will sell this house. I will sell this house.
She is so annoying. And that music they made, she always has to play during dinner and all that. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Anyway, what a great movie. And there you go. It's all about quitting. Brian, what's yours?
Wow. All right, well, I've also got a clip, and you're going to hear a very familiar voice in this clip.
All right.
Let's go ahead and do that first.
Here you go.
What I am concerned with is detail. I asked you to go get me a packet of Sweet and Low. You bring me back equal. That isn't what I asked for. That isn't what I wanted. That isn't what I needed. And that shit isn't going to work around here. I just thought... You thought. Look, I know that this is your first day and you don't really know how things work around here, so I will tell you. You have no brain. No judgment calls are necessary. What you think means nothing. What you feel means nothing. You are here for me. You are here to protect my interests and to serve my needs. So while it may look like a little thing to you, when I ask for a packet of Sweet and Low, that's what I want.
I have zero idea.
Swimming with Sharks.
Exactly. Yes.
What? I've not seen that. What is
one
that?
of the best roles by Kevin Spacey as there's all this talk about Horrible Bosses and how good he is in Horrible Bosses, and boy, he is awesome in this. And this is one of those movies that takes a big right turn halfway through. And it makes you feel like it's going to be one type of movie, and then it turns into a completely different kind of movie. Mm-hmm. And I won't spoil it, but basically, Frank Whaley from you remember him from Career Opportunities, riding the hobby horse with.
He's the one that gets preached to by Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction and shot in the freaking face.
Right, he's the one eating the Kahuna burger.
Yeah, exactly. Or wait, does he get shot or does he get left there? I can't remember. No, he gets shot.
He gets shot on the couch.
Yeah, he's the one that he's doing the scripture reading while he's eating the burger. That's amazing.
Exactly. And he's in Career Opportunities with Jennifer Connelly. Really, that's right. He's at Home Alone in a Target. He's really good, and he's really good in this, and goes, basically has to play this very complex character. Michelle Forbes, Ensign Rowe, is in this.
Oh.
She's great. Benicio del Toro, a very different character than the one he played in Usual Suspects with Kevin Spacey. Yeah. It's a really, really, I think I really enjoyed it, but it is dark.
It's very dark, and it's very uncomfortable to watch at times.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's hard. It's hard to watch.
But the
Kevin
writing,
Spacey just beat him down.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god.
Frank Whaley's hair is something to behold in this movie.
It's something to be impressed by. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And the writing on this, though, the dialogue is just so fun. It almost feels like a Aaron Sorkin kind of writing. It's at times it's really quick and witty and clever in its writing. But
well, I love me some Sorkin, so
yeah, Swimming with Sharks is the movie. Came out in 1994, and very good stuff.
Is that on Netflix?
It is on Netflix, and it's streaming, and it's if Netflix were to guess, and it's funny because I guess I haven't watched this on Netflix. I've seen them on HBO a billion times. Our best guess for Brian would be 4.8 stars.
Oh wow. That's pretty good.
That's about right. I really enjoy this movie.
The same year The Ref came out. 2 great spacey movies in one year.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty good. Ted Demme. Wait, who directed? Oh, I'm sorry. It's George Huang. I'm just trying to see what else he's done.
Yeah.
You'd know. Boy, not much stuff. Swimming with Sharks was his debut.
Right.
And it was all TV after that.
So, yep, exactly.
There you go.
Which is surprising. Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out. Both these I'm excited about both because I haven't seen either one you guys talked about today.
Cool.
So that's great.
Yay.
I'll bring the one everyone's seen. Nicole, anything else to recommend before we let you go today?
I'm curious. Are you guys doing HBO Now, or did you already have HBO through HBO Go or something like that?
Brian has it through cable,
yeah,
right?
I already have HBO Go, so I'm not going to be doing it. But
I'm not going to do it not yet, because I just can't decide whether or not. What I want to do is hear from people on the back catalog and how it plays and works and does and stuff, because I still think
it's
15...
free right now. If you download it, I heard it's free.
Free?
It's free for the first month if you sign up for a month. So you get April for free if you sign up.
Okay, yeah. I just can't decide if the 15's too much or not. It seems a little high to me. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Little high.
I don't think it is, because Game of Thrones, hello.
Yeah. There's ways.
And John Oliver, hello. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
No,
Did you guys
true.
talk about his whole surveillance?
No, but I heard it was great. The whole thing's on YouTube.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I have to watch that.
That's the other thing is here's my whole point. I can get all the things you've talked about except for Game of Thrones on night one through other sources. Like I can get they put up his entire segments on YouTube for John Oliver.
Mm.
They put
Well, no, they don't put the whole thing up.
not the whole show, but the entire
they put up the
that whole thing on surveillance, that whole thing's up
yeah.
there. That entire thing.
But it's still a really good show.
Well, no, I don't disagree. And it's worth paying for. But between that and Amazon, I feel like I get a ton of HBO content that I would otherwise find real value in this for. And I don't know. I just feel like it would be
Well, have you watched the documentary Going Clear yet?
I have seen that, yes.
You did.
I did.
So how did you see that? Because that's on HBO.
I have a friend's Go account, so I'm kind of cheating. Yeah, I totally cheat. That's the point, is that since I have that cheat with my buddy,
yeah,
I'm not all that motivated. But if it was 10, I'd totally do it. It wouldn't be a problem. And by the way, Going Clear, freaking geez Louise, what a documentary.
Yeah, I wanted to bring it up because when I watched it and I was done with it, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me sad that John Travolta, he's come out and said he will not watch it. And it's like,
well, of course you won't watch it.
The shame.
Yeah.
And
I've
said this on Twitter, Scientology, I had a brush with Scientology Light with Landmark Forum, used to be called Landmark Education. And it's they hit you with some interesting tactics to kind of break down your psyche.
Yeah, it's not. See, my problem, people always think, oh, it's because, what's the matter? You don't like their belief system because it's just different than yours? No, I don't care about Xenu and all the space stuff. I don't care about any of that. That's not my problem with Scientology. My problem is abuse, psychological deconstruction, and that kind of behavior. And weird financial shit that goes on like this. That's my problem with Scientology.
You must have so much dirt on Tom Cruise and John Travolta.
Yeah.
And they're just afraid, I think.
Well, I have a lot of dirt on Travolta, but it's just that he was in Battlefield Earth. That's all the dirt you need. There's stuff like that. It's just a weird ass.
I just want to encourage anybody that hasn't had a chance to see it, give it a watch.
Yeah. And again, don't go in there going, oh, this is going to be about how their beliefs are stupid. That isn't the problem. The beliefs, who cares if it's Xenu and his army of space mutants? I don't care about any of that. It is just abusive, kind of horrible.
And they get a huge tax break because they blackmailed the government.
Yeah, that whole thing. Oh, you got to watch it. And for me, the most damning thing was that interview with Anderson Cooper and those ladies. That really got me. Yeah. I heard that and went, oh my gosh, dude. It's right there in front of your face, Anderson Cooper. They just proved what's going on. It's just weird. Anyway, you should watch it, Brian, if you haven't.
Check that out.
Brian, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's the documentary hit of the season.
Well, I just look at it as it takes huge balls for HBO to do this.
Yeah.
And because I know they are getting hammered with lawsuits from Scientology. Even if you Google Going Clear, Scientology is really trying to.
No, they own all the top results.
Like,
They've bought
SEO,
advertising.
all of that.
Yeah.
Like they're using the internet to try to just make this thing go away.
Yeah. It's based on a book. That author's his life's already kind of hell, and the documentary filmmaker. I mean, HBO has a little less to worry about here because they're just broadcasting it. They're kind of the publisher, but the filmmakers themselves are under all kinds of heat. It's just crazy. You just need to see it because it's so much more than just, aren't these guys weird for their weird beliefs? It isn't that.
No.
It is so much more than that. All right, Nicole, that was awesome. I hope you continue to feel well this week.
Me too.
And
taking it easy, taking it slow.
Yeah. Nice warm baths.
Brewing the baby.
Yeah, making that bacon. I like it. Stay out of trouble. It's Nicole Spag on Twitter.
What do you want a theme for?
Oh yeah, give us a theme. What do you got?
Yeah.
2 weeks from now because I won't be.
Yeah, no Wednesday.
Oh yeah, that's Aww.
I know.
I have a thing
sad
that day
because
too.
I really wanted to go.
I know. I wanted you to be there, but you know what? This is a, baby's coming. That's a much better reason.
Yep, and a much better planned and run event than the one Brian's. Just kidding. I'm just continuing yesterday's theme. Okay, go ahead. What's our theme for whenever we're
All
doing
right. So this one was submitted by January F, and she submitted musicals.
Musicals.
All
right. I have a few of those I like.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll be all right. That's not too bad. Brian's all about the musicals.
Am I?
That's all you do is listen to those. I'm making that
and it
up.
can't be a concert, Brian.
Yeah.
It can or can't?
Cannot.
Can't. No Quello on this one, huh?
No Quello.
Loving Quello, by the way.
Yeah, Brian loves that. It's his favorite thing now. Well, thank you, Nicole. Hope you feel better for real, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye.
Tell your husband he's a sexy, sexy beast.
Yes.
All right. It's Tom Merritt time.
That's the wrong one. That's the Steven Schleicher song.
I liked it, though. I will not
we
complain.
We can combine that with they must come from the man.
The man. This
with
one
the
right
computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
The man is Tom Merritt. Hi, Tom.
You know, Swimming with Sharks was the first movie I ever saw in Los Angeles.
Whoa, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was
the first time I visited. I was living in Austin at the time. I drove out, and a friend of mine took me to a theater that was like double feature for $5 at the time or something, and Swimming with Sharks was one of them.
And your take?
Did you feel like getting up and leaving Los Angeles?
No, I liked it.
Did
at
you?
The time. Yeah, I don't remember much about it, but yeah.
94. I mean, to give people time context, that's the year that O.J. Simpson tried to flee in his...
It was 96 when I saw it. So
okay.
I don't know why.
That's weird, yeah. Or why it was in a theater 2 years later. That's weird.
Yeah, it was one of those bargain theaters, I guess, you know.
Yeah, you got to watch out for those. More than you bargained for. I don't know why I'm saying that. Hey, Tom.
I remember loving it, though.
Yeah?
I really like that movie, yeah. No, I didn't mean get up and leave the movie. Get up and leave Los Angeles. Like, this is not, I do not want to be in this environment.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Sure.
No, I was more of the like, that's exactly what I thought happens here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's always good to have Tom Merritt on. Comes on Wednesdays, talks about the technology moments of our lives, things that are happening in the day, and seems like there should be a lot going on this week with pre-orders for Apple Watch happening and lots of other stuff. What's happening?
This Friday, pre-orders for Apple Watches. All of the reviews came out of NDA this morning, so The Verge and Bloomberg and Engadget, everybody's got their reviews out. Actually, I don't know if Engadget does, but Recode has a comparison, lovely comparison. Catherine Bowert did a great job on that. If you want to be like, why would I want an Apple Watch? There's so many other watches. Go check out Recode. They've got a good comparison there. Now, Scott, I don't mean to have like our pre-DTNS meeting because Scott's going to be on Daily Tech News Show today.
That's true.
But I was thinking our main discussion, we could just, if you have time to scan over some of these, just kind of look over these reviews and kick them around.
Yeah, that's not bad. I did watch, so this morning, woke up and almost immediately watched the Verge review. which there are times I think the Verge reviews, the video reviews, are cooler than anything they're reviewing. And I don't know
like
if
the
that's
actual video is cooler than the product video. That's funny.
They're so well done and well produced that I sometimes actually have to ask myself, is that bad or is that good? I don't know the answer to that.
Pretty the way they shot it.
Yeah.
But it's actually got 1 star in the review.
Right. I mean, and speaking of, the review itself, I felt like it was really even-handed and fair. And they basically, here's the overall sense I'm getting from all these reviews today is that they're all saying the same thing, which is, we don't think you should necessarily buy Gen 1, but there is huge potential here, and it is the best smartwatch on the market. So if you're absolutely getting a smartwatch, and it's this year you're doing it, it's the best one to get. But if you're looking for the best Apple Watch, you're probably going to want to wait for like 2nd or 3rd gen on this thing because speed's going to get better.
Bloomberg, exact same thing. The headline on his review is, you'll want one, but you don't need one.
Yeah. It's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, it's almost like, it's not always the truth that the internet's general vibe on something matches my own, but that's kind of where my head is. I feel like if I saw one and wore one and saw it at the store or whatever, I'd probably get all woolly about wanting one, but I don't really want one. Like, I kind of don't need one. And this isn't,
don't need one.
Yeah, and this is not a thing against Apple or the watch itself. It's just this whole smartwatch thing in general just hasn't given me a reason yet. And while this seems to be maybe the market's most compelling new reason, I still don't know if it's reason enough for me. So that's kind of where I'm at on the whole thing. And Brian, you're still, you're probably going to do it. I'm
probably going to do it. I've been looking at the reviews too, and kind of seeing basically the same thing. Good, but not great. And there's speed issues. There's volume and distraction issues. Apparently, like the Verge video actually has a pretty good little stage scene in a bar with what happens when this guy has this watch on and he's trying to carry on a conversation. His wrist keeps
keeps beeping and
tapping on his wrist basically. I wear a watch almost all the time. I have an iPhone with me all the time. I like this different way of seeing the information without having to pull the phone out of my pocket or anything like that. Yeah. And I think I'm going to get some use out of the fitness, the cardio stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, you are. I think you're the prime dude for this. And we need you. We need you people, because somebody needs to pound this thing out.
The world needs you, Brian Ibbott.
Because people, some big group of people,
beat me on that wall.
Millions of Ibbits need to test this thing and work it and get the updates and then tell us how they feel and stuff, because that's what they need for this next gen one to be the one I want.
I wear a watch.
You need me wearing that.
Right.
I wear this watch 500 yards from people who are trying to shoot my watch.
With cameras, because they don't have one. And they want a picture.
Exactly. So that's, I don't know. I'm at that. I'm glad Brian exists, and I want him to exist. But I'm kind of in this phase right now. Maybe it's just bad timing, but I'm actually entering a phase where I'm trying to turn down my notifications just generally with tech, and I'm trying to get away from this. I have to be on all the time, because I think it's slowly driving me crazy. Honestly, I feel like I'm a little nuts for it, and I don't want to do that as much. So for me, I'm kind of going the other way, and maybe I just need a year of, let's see how useful this thing is. Let's see some native apps, because one of the big problems in these reviews has been, most of the time what you're doing is loading apps from your phone, and that's painfully slow.
Yeah.
And native apps will change all that.
Apple says a software update will fix that. And Scott says, great, I'll wait for that software update.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Kind of where I'm at with it. So, yeah, but, this is a big story. It's going to be a big deal. Yeah. Regardless of what you think about Apple, their marketing muscle and ability to push products to the mainstream and make them mainstream products is kind of unrivaled. So, you can't ignore it. It has to be a big deal one way or the other. And it's their first, there's notable things here. It's their first product from design to release that came all after the death of Steve Jobs. Mm-hmm. So it's a big moment in that way. It's also their first entirely new product line since the iPad, I want to say.
Right. Yeah.
So kind of a big deal all around.
And is it when do you actually get to see these things in the stores? I know you can't you won't be able to get them until the 24th, but they're going to have a couple weeks window where you
April
can actually
10th.
So
the day you can start pre-ordering, you can also reserve a place in line to go look at them. And they recommend that you go online and make an appointment.
Wow.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, yeah, because they're expecting a lot of people, I suppose.
Yeah, because I think this is faulty memory working here, but I think that if you go into the store without an appointment, they'll just make an appointment and you'll have to wait until that appointment. And if they don't have any that day, they're just going to turn you away and say,
sure.
Come back later.
You could be at that hot dog on a stick for a very long time.
Really? Yeah. There was a leaked memo from Angela Ahrendts, the head of retail for Apple, came out yesterday, that they really are trying to encourage people not to line up at the store, but to buy them online, preferably have them shipped to your house, and make your appointment to look at one online as well.
I'm
I heard that
partially.
actually, there's software with 2 taps on your Apple Watch. You can actually make an appointment to go see the Apple Watch in the store.
Is that how it works? You just do it? Okay, perfect.
So find somebody who's already got one, get them to make you an appointment. That's how that works.
I'm really I'm hopeful for this as a thing of the future. The Verge interview is also interesting because they had a bunch of fashion experts on the review to talk about that end of it, because that's a big part of this push. It's not just, hey, here's some new tech on your arm. It's like, here's a $17,000 one, and all the fashionistas are going to want to have these. And they were also kind of middling on it, just sort of like, yeah, it's actually very pretty, and it's this and that.
Not ugly.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's certainly the best looking one out there, and these bands make a big
Better
difference.
than that Microsoft band.
Right.
Wouldn't be cutting that on a runway with that.
Right. So
I care about fashion when I'm wearing this huge, brick on my wrist.
That beast. My gosh.
The Pebble Steel is better looking now too. They're all better looking. But honestly, the Microsoft band is kind of my favorite out of the bunch, even as ugly as many people think it is, because it runs on all operating systems. Well, not all, but it runs on Windows Phone, iOS, and Android.
Yeah.
Pebble's same way.
Yeah.
That to me is kind of the downfall of the Apple Watch for a lot of people who might otherwise be willing to give it a shot, but they have an Android phone. And you just can't use it.
Yeah, this idea. Yeah, I mean, and this is very Apple, and it's not much of a surprise, but maybe would have been an opportunity there, to say this will sync with your other devices, or this will be a more open thing. The way Microsoft's now looking at a lot of their lines, would have been nice to see them do that. But I guess I'm not surprised, and they're not going to do that until they have to, because I feel like Microsoft's now at a point where they have to, and Apple may get there one day, but it sure is making people like Microsoft a lot more these days. All this openness.
And the band only costs $200. I honestly, what this should be about. I'm probably going to buy an Apple Watch just so I can try it and fairly evaluate it, because it's the one that the most eyes are going to be on, for good or ill.
Right.
But what this should be about for the average consumer is take this moment to go look at what's out there. There are a lot more watches out there than I think people realize. You start thinking about it. There's the Moto 360. There's the Pebble Steel. The Samsung Gear is now in its 3rd generation, the Gear S. There's the LG G Watch that's new, the LG G Watch R. There's the Asus Zen Watch, which I always forget about. Sony Smartwatch 3 is even a watch. I'm not sure how good it is, but you've got choices to choose from should you want one of these. But I think it all goes back to what Scott said at the beginning, is how many people really see a need for this.
We'll talk more about this on DTNS, I think, but this is so reminiscent of the MP3 player thing that happened when Apple announced an MP3 player in the midst of existing things like Rios and Nomads and everything else. This feels so similar to that kind of product launch.
A little bit of that, and a little bit of the iPad, where people said, okay, why would I want that?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not saying that the watch will have the success that the iPad did, or not. It may.
Right.
I just don't know.
But that's a notable example of when it did, and surely they're hoping for that, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that this time, but it's definitely going to be something that's like, all right, yeah, I could see how this could be really cool down the road, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, down the road's much closer for Brian. One of the things I'm most excited about, actually, and this is so stupid, but I'm more excited about that weird display table that he described on stage that they have at the stores. I want to go see what those look like.
You're going to make an appointment just so you can see the display table?
Yeah, because it looks really cool. Like they're such retail geniuses these days, and packaging and all that stuff. They just do it so well. That's a thing that's very interesting to me. So, I may not get the watch, but I do want to kind of have a look at the way that display unit's going to be.
So which one can I get you, Mr. Johnson? Oh, none of them.
No, none of them. Thank you.
Are you kidding me? No.
I don't even care about the watch.
Yeah.
Do you have the one that's going to come out next year?
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
Yeah. Do you see a tan line on my wrist? That's right. I don't wear a watch, sir.
Yeah.
Good day, I say.
Good day, sir.
Well, I am excited to be on today. Remind the fine folks where they can catch DTNS and all that.
DailyTechNewsShow.com is where you can find all the information about subscribing. We do stream it live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, Monday through Friday, over alphageekradio.com, both audio and video, and YouTube stream, which also is mirrored at diamondclub.tv.
Nice. It's everywhere you want to be.
It's like that credit card.
I was going to say, what is that jingle from? I couldn't think of it.
American Express.
No, it's Visa.
Was it Visa? It's everywhere you want to be.
You don't leave home without American Express, but you don't worry about Visa because it's everywhere.
Oh, I see. I see what they were doing. Also, it wasn't a jingle. Don't send me emails.
MasterCard. We exist too.
We're also here.
I don't know.
We're in your wallet occasionally. All right. Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect on Twitter. Always a pleasure. Thanks, man. We'll see you later today.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye. All righty. Good stuff with Tom.
Yes.
Our new segment, Good Stuff with Tom. I'm going to quickly tear through some emails for you today.
All right.
This one from Jason, a.k.a. another J. Martin, who says, hello, sociology and biology. I've been listening from episode 1. This is all in response to our thing. And by the way, tons of responses about how long people have been listening.
Cool.
A shocking number have been here since day one. So
nice. Thank you, people, for being there.
Big thanks to them. That is 50 straight days you'll never get back. So thank you. I've been listening to episode 1, or since episode 1. I started working from home in August 2010 and was getting into podcasts to have something to listen to while I worked, including some Frog Pants shows. When I heard Scott was going to do a nerdy morning live show, I decided to jump into IRC before it was even called the Tadpole and see if I'd like it. Here we are 50 plus hours. Well, he means days later, because it's a lot more than 50 hours.
Yeah. 50 hours this month.
Congrats on 800 episodes, and here's to 800,000 more. Good Lord. We'll all be dead by then. So, sorry. Yep. All of us. Everyone talking about this right now? All of us dead.
But there will be clones and simulants of
we hope so.
Of you and I doing this show, continuing on for 800,000 more.
I like it. I'd deal with a Scott simulant. Or no, it'd be a replicant, wouldn't it?
Replicant, sure.
Yeah. Simulant, replicant. What's the difference?
Maxis would create the simulants.
Thank you for that. And everybody who emailed in about this, there were so many of you, there's no way I could go through them all on the show, but I read them all. It was very nice. Anonymous Frog Panther wrote in. Uh-oh. That's always trouble.
Oh, boy.
I don't want you to use my name because I hate you all.
He says, Scott, I know that your school friend could split his pee stream between 2 urinals because I can do the same thing. He doesn't want to be known. I love this. He says, although I've never heard or tried the urinal trick before. However, I am sure you're going to like the answer and positive you won't be able to share it on the show. Oh, really? I want to share it. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
I am willing to bet beyond a shadow of a doubt that your buddy in school was uncircumcised, as am I. Without being too gross, when you urinate with an uncut unit, the extra skin forms kind of a cone to give you a normal strain, or give you a normal single strain to the toilet. But if you this really is kind of embarrassing. But if you look, it's biology, it's fine.
Right.
But if you pull back the skin, back the stream will split into 2. That's why your friend would always pee in the wall before he got situated. As weird as this email has to write, there's your answer. I guarantee this is why he could do this. Take it from experience. All right, I hate to tell you this, buddy, but I knew this guy in gym, in the shower. He was not uncircumcised.
Oh.
So now we need a second explanation.
No, we really don't.
No, yeah, I guess we don't.
We really don't.
Probably don't need to know.
There's some things in life I'm fine just taking for face value.
Well, I have a great update to this story. I know this guy on Facebook. I sent him a message yesterday, and I said,
right.
Can you still split your stream? He hasn't written back yet. I'll let you guys know.
I know we haven't talked in 30 years.
But remember that thing you could do? All right.
By the way, how's the wife?
Yeah. Oh, good. That's great. How does she feel about your split pee? Here is a phone call that we got,
right,
and play that, and then we're done. Here you go.
This is Pete McCann from Japan, but I guess that's obvious from my thick Japanese accent. I just want to recommend a show that you mentioned in passing this week. It stars Gillian Anderson, or Gillian and her son. And if you like the sound of Sam Neill in Peaky Blinders, then you'll love it, because it takes place in sunny Belfast, home of the Titanic, DeLorean, and, other poorly made contraptions. The show's called The Fall, and it also stars Jamie Dornan from that 50 Shades of Grey effort. Well, that's all. So, if you'll excuse me, Tommy Shelby's in the next room, and I've got some questions to ask him. Love the show, though.
I was really hoping he'd ask where'd you put those guns?
You gotta find those guns.
I really wanted that, but he didn't do that.
Tommy.
What a great accent. I would kill. I would get all the ladies if I had a Scottish or Irish accent. One of those two.
So, BBC crime drama The Fall takes place in Northern Ireland and stars Gillian Anderson and John Lynch and Jamie Dornan. And
I'm all in.
Interesting, yeah. Wonder if it's streaming anywhere.
It is, Netflix.
Oh, good. Well, there you go.
They're calling it I think they call it an original, do they? Let's see. Netflix. I'm going to tell you right now. It is considered, hold on, The Fall is considered a Netflix original. So.
Oh, cool. Because they basically took it from another country where they think people won't ever find out that it was somewhere else before it was, quote unquote, originally Netflix.
Exactly. Threw some money at them. That's what happened there.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that is the 50 Shades guy in the background there. Huh. Gillian Anderson, she doesn't age. She looks great.
She doesn't. She looks better than ever.
The only problem with it being a BBC show that got carried over, there's only 5 episodes.
Right. But that's also a plus. It's like, they pack a lot of stuff into those 5 episodes.
I guess so.
Two seasons of 5 episodes each.
Oh, so 10 total. All right. It's like one season of Better Call Saul.
Actually, 6 episodes in season 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm totally going to watch that.
Yep.
I want to. That's it. If you guys want to submit your own calls, you can. 801-471-0462. Our email address, themorningstream@gmail.com. You can find the website at frogpants.com/TMS. You can support our Patreon to help this show grow and be rad at patreon.com/TMS. And on Twitter, follow the show at Morning Stream, me at Scott Johnson, and of course, Brian at Coverville.
Yeah.
I think that's going to do it for our show today.
Okay.
I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as we did. Brian will now show his enjoyment and exuberance by playing some sort of song for all of us to hear.
I'm going to split the stream with a second song compared to the one I played earlier today.
Nice.
Tim wrote in, said, Dear Donkey and Diddy, on April 8th, I will complete my 45th trip around the giant fireball we call the sun. In celebration, can you play one of my favorite songs that also happens to be a cover? It's Get It On, Bang a Gung, originally by T-Rex and performed by The Power Station. Shove no hobo, bro. Tim in the OC.
All right.
So this, this is a song that everyone's familiar with. It came out in the 80s. Power Station was one of these great super groups, right? You had your Robert